video. This is my first sit down talk video for the first time of 2024. So as I can see by the title of the video, I'll be giving y'all ways to build your confidence. Building your confidence is like a progress thing. You're not going to have it all in one day. Sometimes your confidence may be down, sometimes your confidence may be low, but ways to build your confidence is to always make sure your confidence stays up. And there's a difference between confidence, being cocky, and being arrogant. Let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So if y'all see me looking like back and forth, up and down, it's because I have notes on my iPad. Oh yeah, y'all, I got an iPad. So one way to build your confidence is to be confident in what you can bring to the table. What does this mean? This means, what do you have to offer? What gift that you have that can change the world? What ability do you have that can lead other people to greatness? What can you contribute to the world? So when you think about being confident, it's kind of like, what can you bring to the table? We all have a unique special gift that God has placed inside of us, and we all can make the world a better place. So think about something that you're good at. Think about one of your strengths, something that God has given you great ability to do. For example, me, I'm great at encouraging people. People always say, oh, Evonna, you give the best advice. So one of my gifts is definitely encouraging people, lifting people up, making sure that they're in high spirits. What can I bring into the world? I can bring my encouraging spirit into the world, because when I step in a room, somebody's comfortable enough to come up to me. I don't have to announce myself when I come in the room. I don't have to say, I'm Evonna, I'm a child of God. No, I can just walk into the room and then somebody come up to me and be like, dang, like you give such a warm spirit, or like, you know, people know this because you've been in God's presence. So what do I have to offer? I have an encouraging spirit. I have a helpful spirit. I have a serving spirit. So that's what I can contribute and give to the world. So when you think about confidence, think about, what can I bring to the table? And when you think about what you can bring to the table, be confident about what you bring to the table. Because I think many of us have gifts, but we're not confident in our gifts that God has given us. But you need to walk in confidence with the gift that God has given you. So yes, be confident with the gift that you have. And yes, be confident about what you bring to the table. Like, yes, I have an encouraging spirit. I can help you out. I can help you get to this level and get this level. I can help you grow. Like, you always want to be able to be friends with people that can bring reciprocity. And reciprocity is basically, okay, I pour into you, you can pour into me. Make sure you know what you bring to the table, and make sure you be confident about what you bring to the table. Next, speak positive affirmations over yourself. The tongue is a very powerful thing, and it can bring life or death. When you tell yourself how beautiful you are or how handsome you are encouraging your inner self. When you affirm that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that you are the head and not the tail, you are coming into agreement with what heaven has said about you. The words that come out of your mouth is very powerful. You can speak life or death over yourself. So when you think about building your confidence, speak positivity over yourself. Many times we beat ourselves up because, yes, we are our hardest critics, but build yourself up. Speak positive affirmations over yourself. Say, I can do this. I can get through this. I am free. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I can do this. I can do that. There's nothing impossible for me because I have God. Speak positive affirmations over yourself. Say, I will. Say, I can. Say, I can, over and over again. Like, because the mind, it plays tricks on you. If you believe you can't do something, then your mind has already believed that you can't do it, so you're not going to be able to do it. But when you say that I can, I will, I know I can do it because of the strength and power that God has given me. When you declare and decree over yourself, when you affirm positivity over yourself, you are coming into agreement with what heaven has said about you. When you say I am fearfully and wonderfully made, you are coming into agreement with what heaven has said about you. You are coming into agreement with God, and he said that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So therefore, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are coming into agreement with heaven, letting God know, yes, Lord, I believe it. And you can't just believe it, you have to know it, okay? So speak positivity over yourself. Say you can, say you can, say you can, over and over and over again. Say, I am, I can, I will. Like, let your mind know that I can do this, because if your mind is down, if your mind is saying that you can't do it, it's all a mind thing. Like, when we go, the things that we go through, it's really a mind thing. So tell your mind that I can, okay? Do not allow your mind to beat you up. Do not allow your mind to control you. Do not allow your mind to control you, okay? Because if you don't control your mind will control you. Going to our next point. Face your fears. Facing your fears can definitely build your confidence and help you to not let fear hold you back from new opportunities of greatness. You don't have to wait until the fear goes away, because honestly, sometimes it won't. So the best thing to do is do it afraid. When you step out your comfort zone, you are conquering fear and getting one step closer to your goals every day. The biggest thing when it comes to confidence is stepping out on faith and facing your fears. I think many of us wait till the fear go away in order for us to step out. But the truth is, the fear is going to always be there until we move. You know what I'm saying? And even in the uncertainty, even in the uncomfortableness, the fear is still there. But you have the sense of peace. You have this sense of, I don't have to fear, because I trust God and I know He's in control, and I know that if He told me to do this and He told me to do that, that I know that I'm good. I know I'm walking in His will. I know that He's not gonna let nothing touch me. I know that He's not gonna let nothing happen to me. I know that He has plans to prosper me, not to harm me, but to give me a hope in the future. When you face your fears, you build your confidence. When you face your fears, you become more bold. When you face your fears, you become more strong. When you face your fears, you become more brave. So one way to build your confidence is to face your fears. Face those things that you do not want to face. Confront those things that you don't want to face, and take it step by step and day by day. If you don't do it all in one day, it's okay. But take it step by step and day by day, and confront those things that you need to confront. Stop avoiding your fears. Face your fears, because let me tell you something. God has not given us a spirit of fear. So why are we fearing our fears? And He tells us 365 times out of the year to not fear. So every day we're not supposed to fear. You know why? Because we're more than conquerors. So there shouldn't be no fear in us, because we are the ones that hold the power and authority that God has given us. Fear don't conquer us. We conquer it. Simple. And that's heading into my next point. Dress up and look good. There's a saying that says, when you look good, you feel good. And for me, that is absolutely correct. When you take time to dress up, put on your accessories, and cater to your appearance, you not only feel good, but when you go out, you dress for success. Put effort into how you look. That's not to say that appearance is more important than your heart, but it is important to cater to your physical well-being. Let's be honest. If you're wearing sweatpants and you're just wearing a bonnet, like when you go out, we can tell that you're probably like in your comfort zone. You're kind of like in your little lazy zone, like you just got out of bed or something, or you just chilling in the house, which is okay. But you know, when you go outside of your house, you want to make sure that you're dressed for opportunity, because people are not going to hire you. People are not going to do all this if you're not dressed for success. Dress like you're dressing for an opportunity. Dress like you're about to go to that job interview. Put an effort into your appearance. Put an effort into how you look. Like, dress your best. You know, dress the best that you can. Because if I'm being honest, if I'm in sweatpants and a bonnet, I'm kind of in my lazy zone. I don't care about dressing up for nobody. I don't care about doing none of that, because I'm in my comfort zone, right? So I'm going to be like, I'm kind of like a I don't care mood. Let's say you walk into the room, right? You are dressed for an opportunity. They're not going to hire you if you're wearing sweatpants, joggers, and Crocs. They're not about to do all that. No, you need to dress for the interview. You need to dress for success. So what do? You put on a skirt, whatever you have to do, whatever is most comfortable for you, but you also still want to look like something. You want to look presentable. So that's why I said look good. When you look good, you feel good. I know I do. Like, I feel good right now because I look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may not have on like the best clothes right now, which is fine because I'm still in my comfort zone, but you can still be in your comfort zone and look good. Like, I look good right now, but I'm still in my comfort zone. Y'all just can't see what I got on down here, right? So like I said, when you look good, you feel good. So definitely cater to your physical appearance. That does not mean that your heart is not important, but your physical appearance is important too. So don't neglect your physical appearance, because you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't neglect this beautifulness that God has given you. If you want to brighten it up, put on a wig, or do whatever, you can do that. I'm not saying you have to. I personally don't matter. It doesn't matter to me because I look beautiful with or without it. But yes, like, do the most when it comes to your appearance. Do the most, but don't go overboard, but do the most. So yes. And last but not least, believe what God said about you. It is so important to know who you are and who you are when you go through this thing called life. You must come into agreement with what God has declared over you. When he said that you are the light of the world, you must believe that. When he said that you are a masterpiece, you must believe that. When he said that you are a royal child of God, you must believe that. Don't only believe what God has said about you, but know it and stand on it. Many of us don't know who we are. You know why? Because we're not in our word. Many of us don't know who we are, or we're going through our identity crisis. Why? Because we don't talk to God. We don't fellowship with him how we supposed to. We don't pray to him. We don't actually set a time, that space, that time to actually commune with our Father and ask him, oh God, who am I? The thing about God is, it's beautiful. The more you learn about God, the more you learn about yourself, because he reveals to you who you are. This goes to my point to say, believe what God has said about you. The only way that you can believe and know what God has said about you is if you go in his word. When you believe what God has said about you, once God starts revealing to you who you are, and that you're fearfully, wonderfully made, that you're a child of God, and that you're not your mistakes, and that you're a new creation, when you believe these things, you can come into agreement with God saying, yes, I am a masterpiece. I'm not my sin. No, I am forgiven. I'm not unforgiving. And then you can start forgiving yourself. So believe what God has said about you, but don't only believe it. You got to know it, and you got to stand on it, because there will be many people that will come to question your identity. There'll be many people that come to question if you are saved. There'll be many people trying to come and turn you away from your faith, but you got to stand on it. You got to stand on who you are. You got to stand on the God you serve. You got to stand on it, okay? Stand on God's business. You got to stand on it. Stand on these things. So just keep in mind of these 5 things that I wrote down. Be confident in what you can bring to the table. Speak positive affirmations over yourself. Face your fears. Dress up, look good, and believe what God has said about you. For me, I'm always like, I'm like a giddy person. I don't know, I'm just so hyper. Like, I'm very bold, I'm very confident, I'm very upfront, but like respectfully. Like, I'm just very like up and out. Like, I don't hold back. Like, if I don't have to hold back, I won't hold back. But I'm just very like open and open-minded, and I'm just like this giddy hyper person. So that's kind of how I built my confidence. I've always been confident ever since I was a little girl. Of course, you know, insecurity fell in there here and there, but as I grew up, I became more confident because I started to recognize who God was. And once I got saved and things of that nature, I was able to figure out who God was. And once I figured out who God was, I was learning more about me, which made me more confident, not in myself, but in God, because of what he said about me. So it helped me to walk into my new identity. You know what I'm saying? Not what the world said about me, but what he said about me. So yes, I hope all these tips, these ways help y'all to become more confident. Confidence is like a up and down thing. Sometimes you can have it, sometimes you don't have it. But no matter what, be confident in what God said about you. It's not about the labels you put on yourself. It's not about what labels people put on you, but it's about what God said about you. And you have to believe what the Lord has said about you. You have to come into agreement with heaven. You have to come into agreement with what God has said about you and concerning you. So I hope these ways and tips help y'all. And I love y'all. And y'all already know my saying. Love God, love others, and baby, don't forget to love yourself. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, and I hope this video helped you to build your confidence.